Chapter 30. 3 months ago, I met this guy at the club in the city. Melbourne, I'm sure all islanders know this club. Squeeze me. I live in Melbourne, and I don't know the club islanders go to. The only one I know of is in Thomastown, called Q Room. What's the one in the city that islanders go to? I know there was one called Decca, but that closed down years ago. I need to know this club. The guy I met, let's call him Fua. We've been talking non-stop and always hang out and go to the gym together. Isn't that nice? After 2 weeks, we went to his house. He lives with his mates, so we went in the room. He turned on the TV and said to me that he wants to sleep. What? So I let him. I wanted to go toilet, so I went looking for the toilet, but mind you, so he was asleep for ages. I went outside and his friend was sitting in the front. I looked at him and was like, oh my gosh, mai maupeanga o langa friend nga ma meet mua. She saw the friend and was like, oh my gosh, I wish I met you instead of him. I went to the toilet and came back to the room. I woke him up to let him know that I was going to go home, but really, I just want to come out to the friend who was in the front. Let's call him Mickey. Oh, goodness. Is this the same Mickey from that other story? Mickey, Picky, Licky, Mickey. We said hi and he was asking me if I'm okay, and I said yeah, but that it's dark and cold outside. Girl, come on now, you're a grown woman. So he offered to walk me out to the car. I just wanted to chomp on him. He came out to the car and he said to me that he wanted to ask me that night at the club for my number. But he was too late because Fua got in first. So we ended up exchanging numbers and I told him not to tell Fua. I went the next day to Fua's house and he wanted to bang. So I thought he's really good at banging, but the guy preferred me on top. So I was on top, but this was the biggest red flag of the night. He covered his eyes the whole time I was on top, and I don't know if I'm just riding it for fun or makwai ingo le fiwe ride aile se mon mai. So she's saying she didn't know if she was riding him for fun or she was hard out riding him and there was no moan coming out of his mouth because he's covering his face with a pillow. Who does that? So I was just pretending that I was about to, so that I can get the hell off him. I went home and thought to myself, what the fuck was that? So I made plans with Mickey. We went movies and went to a different club. We went to the hotel after the kalapu, not knowing that Mickey had already booked a room for us. Bang Mickey. He did obviously want to bang you. That's why he got a hotel and didn't take you back to the house. After the club, we went to the hotel and started to do the bad things. And oh my gosh, so Mickey paralyzed her after he was bang her, you know. So we banged and banged and banged. In the afternoon, Fua wants to meet up for lunch. So I went with him while Mickey was still at the hotel. The ufa, Mickey, forgot to take his shoes out of my car. So Fua asked me whose shoes they were and I lied to him that it's my cousin's shoes. But what I didn't know was that the shoes has the flag of the island on it. Stop! Stop it right now! I'm not going to mention the island. He called one of his friends to send him a photo of the shoes and asked him if they were Mickey's shoes, and the ufa, the friend, said yes. Can't you see his initials on top of the flag? Yangale Wamawa Ati. Fua called Mickey, but he didn't pick up. He was still in the hotel. I quickly deleted all our conversations and calls and his number. So now I don't know if I should continue with Mickey or cut them both off. I'm sorry, but any man who wears a flag on their shoe, let alone their initials, are they Louis Vuitton? Who does that? Next one. I've been with my boyfriend for 3 years now, and our relationship has been rocky for a while. I started to lose feelings towards him, but wasn't strong enough to tell him straight because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. I started going out with friends, but mind you, my boyfriend hates it when I go out and he had no idea. He would track my location and would always want us to stay on the COD 24/7. Oh, nah. That's overboard. Does he play COD? Because he sounds like the guy in the COD story. No, biggest red flag. Big red flag. That's so overprotective. That's too much! I video called him through Messenger and left the phone in my room while I go out with my friends to the club. After clubbing, we went to get more drinks. I met this guy through the drink up and we automatically clicked. He told me he had a girlfriend and I told him I had a boyfriend. His girlfriend kept calling him that night, but he just ignored it. After talking for a few hours and a few drinks later, he dumped his girlfriend and asked me out. On the same night you just met? Girl. Of course I felt bad, but there was just something about him. Yeah, probably because you were intoxicated and whatever in his pants is what you wanted to get to. He told me to message my boyfriend and dump him so we could be together. I cannot... What? On that one night you both just met? Remember, I left my phone at home, so I logged onto his phone and messaged my boyfriend. I felt so bad. We did the bad things after. He lasted long in bed and we had many rounds. Must be nice. My boyfriend couldn't even last for 2 seconds. I went back home and my boyfriend was still asleep and the call was still going on. So I quickly removed the message I had sent him. Oh, nah, fuck. Lucky he didn't see it. At this point, I was seeing both of them. We all go to the same university and it was hard trying to avoid them at school. Fast forward, my best friend's boyfriend at the time tried hitting on me. And when I told my friend, she ended up hating me and blaming me instead of the boyfriend. I cut her off. Good on you. You don't need people like that. She got pissed and told on me to the 2 guys I was seeing. My boyfriend of 3 years was so hurt, but he decided to leave for good. And the other guy forgave me and we dated for over 1 year. I cheated on him. I cheated on him and he got mad and got me pregnant as revenge. What? Well, I know this is my karma, but I'm grateful for my baby. But I just want to tell my girls out there to quit playing because it will always come back and bite you in the ass. I have learned my lesson and I'm changed now. Malo ofa atu uma. She's Tongan. Girl.